control of the situation or the problem doesn't necessarily give you entire control to the solution of that problem. It actually blinds you from the blessings that has been provided for you. Sometimes when we help ourselves take control of the situation by solving the problem, we solve the problem in front of us. We have solved the problem that we can see, and we've done our own part. But what we don't realize is that we do not have the control of the future. We cannot control the future. So therefore, we cannot control the future outcome of that thing. We cannot control the end result of that thing. We cannot preserve that thing. We cannot protect that thing, and we cannot no matter how good of a sidekick you are, you cannot predict it. If it comes, it comes. If it goes, it goes. But I'm just trying to tell you that you can't protect the future. You can't predict the future outcome. You can't even preserve that thing. You don't understand why the delay is happening. You don't understand what the delay is preventing. You don't understand what the delay is preserving. We solve the problem or the situation to help relieve ourselves from the stress, from the worry, from the fear, and the anxiety that is hovering around us. Yeah. But what you don't realize is that anxiety, the fear, and the worry is never actually the problem itself. So if you're solving the problem just to push away the anxiety, the fear, or because one thing about worries and fear and anxiety, it comes with its own plans. Yes, it uses its own plans. Mostly when you allow worry to sit. So if you take a decision out of fear and anxiety, you don't realize anxiety and worry was never the problem, because whatever decision you take out of that situation stretches the problem. And that's why I say you can't control the end outcome of that problem. Sometimes you can expand the problem. From that problem, other problems begin to stretch out. From that problem, other problems begin to expand. And you now realize that the anxiety has just grown bigger, your fear has grown bigger, you become really exhausted. You become, oh my god, I thought I've solved this problem. I thought this is it. But what you don't understand is that you do not have the power to see the future. You do not have the power to see what the delay was being protected and what the delay was preventing. And all of a sudden, you just become drained, become exhausted, and be like, so I don't do it. So it do not work. It's not like it's not necessarily not going to work. It's just, you just feel like another problem has arisen. Not that I have to solve another problem. Another problem has arisen. But giving a problem to God, giving him control of the situation, yes, maybe it might be slow, but it's better to be slow and steady than to be fast and unsure. And you know one beautiful thing about giving like your problems to God is that he's not just going to sit down, abandon you, and not still come through for you. Like when you surrender the problems to him, or when he knows that you need that thing, doesn't mean that he's not going to still give it to you because you have taken charge of that thing. No. What happened in that scenario is that he puts what you've solved, the problem, like the thing you've solved with your own strength, and he puts in front of you what he has given to you. And this leads me back to what I said, like it blinds us from the blessing that is in front of us. So he puts your strength in front of you and puts what he has done for you. So whether you have the eyes to see what he has done for you, he still puts it there. Then you realize that your strength couldn't even fill a cup. But his own did not just fill a cup, but a basket. It overflowed a basket. And when I say overflow a basket, I hope you understand what I mean. A water cannot hold a basket. But when God does something for you, it's to fill the basket, and the basket will still be pouring out, and the water will still be inside. Just like the story of Abraham. Abraham knew that he didn't have a child, and he was trusting God for a child. God told Abraham, not once, not twice, maybe like 3 times, that he was going to have a son. He was going to have an inheritance to all the things that God has blessed him with, and God is going to still bless him with. Funny enough, before the angels visited Abraham and Sarah, whereby Sarah laughed, that was not the first time God told Abraham that he was going to have a son. God had already visited him in a vision, told him at different encounters that he was going to have a son. Even one of the encounters, he told him that he was going to name the son, that he was going to give him Isaac. When Sarah decided to take things into her hands and give her maid to Abraham to be her his son, that did not stop God from still giving Sarah a child. When the angels came and told Sarah that she was going to be a child, and she laughed, I felt like the only point Abraham did not laugh and did not really question it, because that was not the first time he was hearing it. But I think when I tend to assume things like, why did Abraham not tell Sarah that she was going to, that she had what God had said up concerning him having a son. But anyway, let's get to the interesting part. When Sarah gave her maid to Abraham, she was trying to solve the problem at the moment. She was trying to solve the problem at the moment, but she didn't realize the future outcome. She didn't realize the end result. She didn't realize giving her maid to Abraham, and if her maid could have given birth to a child, her maid could have eventually mocked her, laughed at her, or the disrespect would have entered. Those other end results, those other end outcome was not in consideration with the situation of God. She just wanted to solve the problem. She just wanted to give her husband a son. And when she gave her husband a son, that did not stop God from actually what bringing Isaac. So the only difference between the son God gave, the only difference between the control Sarah took and when God decided to bless them was that Sarah end result came with so much trouble where she had to even send the woman away. I felt like the first time she sent her away when she was pregnant and she cried, and the angel told her to go back to the house and deliver the child and name the child. Then the second is that when she gave birth to the child, and when she gave birth to the child and Isaac came and she was laughing at her, she now chased her away again with her child. You see, she couldn't control the end result, and that's just some of the way some of us are. Some of the situations are problems we tend to take charge of. We don't realize that when the problem come, actually use another problem, because how would she have thought that her maid would have disrespected her after her just trying to like give her maid to her husband just for her to be a child. But when Isaac came, there was no problem like that arising of chasing somebody away, those problems do not arise. And that's the same way we are when we want to solve the problem, I want to solve the situation. The fear, the anxiety that grips us just wants to just get that thing. We just want us to just get that thing out of the way. But we don't realize the future outcome. We don't realize what the delay is preventing. We don't understand why that thing is not coming at that moment. But giving God control and letting God have control of that situation is telling God that the future outcome of that thing, turn it around for my good. The delay for that thing, turn it around for my good. The negative hindrances in that thing, turn it around for my good. It's not just giving God control over that situation, but it's giving God control for the entire thing that surrounds that, circumstances. That when it comes, let it come. Let the delay not be the denial, and let everything work together for my good. Just like Isaac came. When Isaac came, the blessings came, everything came. Sarah and her husband, they still loved each other. And this is genuinely what distracts us. That's why this is genuinely what distracts us, because when God has done something for you, when you've done something for yourself, and God has done something for you, because the problem now that is in front of the outcome of that thing you're facing, you don't tend to see the one that's in front of you, like the blessing that God has done for you. You now begin to focus on the problem that has yielded from the one that you've used your own strength and do. I say, why this one not, why this one not, because you feel like it's your control. But when the blessing, the one that God has done for you, is in front of you, it's not bringing problems, it's not bringing issue. You don't tend to take note of it, and we become blind that there is something that this one is working. This one is not even giving me issue. No matter what is happening, God is still going to solve the problem for you. No matter whether you take control of it, you take charge of it, no matter how much problem is surrounding the one that you have taken control, that doesn't stop God from giving you what you've asked him to give you. The only thing is that when God has given you something that he has asked you to give you, will you be able to identify it? Will you be able to know that this one is from God? Or will you allow the one that you have taken control blind you from seeing the one that God has actually brought to you? I want you to stop surrendering it. And if you feel like no matter how you've taken control of it, no matter how you feel like, oh, the problem is still really another problem because you've done it, and it's because you've done it and you think that it is God have used you to do it for yourself, just keep surrendering it. At every point in life, keep surrendering it back to God. Keep surrendering it back to God, because he wants to keep helping you. So, darling, I remain your girl, Kelly E. Folkway. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.